Jazzy Miz Mozetta by Brenda C. Roberts. Pictures by Frank Morrison. Published by Farrar Straus Giroux. An extraordinary evening, if I do say so. Miss Mozetta threw open her parlor window and smiled at the fat yellow moon. I believe I'll take a stroll. But first, a little pretty plum powder. Now a little tango mango lipstick. Miss Mozetta looked over her flock of bright dresses. Let me see. I declare I feel like red tonight. She chose one the color of July firecrackers. My best color, if I do say so. Her Pizzazzy hat was from a shop way uptown. Now this hat is saying something. Last of all, she slid her feet into her fancy blue shoes. Old favorites. Skiddly-wee bop, she bop, yeah. She strutted down the stairs, humming something snazzy. Outside, Miss Mozetta's good old friends were enjoying the moonlight. "Hey, Miss Mozetta," called Mr. Willie. "Looking jazzy tonight." "Hey, back at you." Miss Mozetta winked her long lashes. "I do look jazzy, don't I?" "Sit down and play some checkers," said Mr. Brown. "Sit down and let me tell you what the butcher said the baker said the grocer told the barber," said Miss Lou Willie. "Sit down and sip some lemonade," said Mr. Willie. "It's sweet and sour. Mighty tasty." But Miss Mozetta was not listening. A crazy beat was thumping in her good ear. It was coming from across the street, where her young neighbors Cap and Rudy were dancing. Makes me want to dance too," Miss Mozetta said. Her foot began to tap. "Come on, Mr. Brown, let's cut a rug." Mr. Brown would not budge. "Not me, Miss Mozetta. My dancing days are done, honey dear." Miss Lou Lily said she had a sore toe. Mr. Willie said he had a crick in his neck. Miss Mozetta stamped her big blue shoe. "Shucks," she pouted. "I can't let all this sweet moonlight go to waste." She gave her hat a pat and sashayed across the street. "Hey there, chickadees," she called to Cap and Rudy. "Got room for one more?" Cap and Rudy stopped and looked Miss Mozetta up and down. "Can you do this?" asked Rudy. She did the splits and shimmied back up. "Or this?" Cap jumped as high as Miss Mozetta's hat. Miss Mozetta said. "Tell you what," said Rudy. "If you sit over there with your friends, we'll show you all our moves." "But," said Miss Mozetta. "You'll have a front row seat," said Cap. "But," said Miss Mozetta. "And you won't hurt yourself," Rudy said. Miss Mozetta walked slowly back across the street. "Not all," she said to her friends with a bit of a sniff. "My, I must be catching a cold." She climbed up her steps and closed the door. Said Mr. Willie. "Tis, tis, tis," said Miss Lou Lily. Mr. Brown just looked sad. Up in her parlor, Miss Mozetta sighed. She turned on her scratchy old radio, sat by the window, and closed her eyes. The Fat Cat Band was playing and swaying, tooting and honking. Before long, the music lifted her up and laid a road full of twinkling notes at her feet. Floating like a bubble, she followed them back to a summer night at the Blue Pearl Ballroom long ago. Everyone was doing the jitterbug, wild and free. Miss Mozetta's feet itched to get out there and kick, kick, stomp, stomp, skiddly wee bop. Bop, bop, went a knock at the parlor door. Poof, went the Blue Pearl Ballroom and everyone in it. Oh, horse sugar, who can that be spoiling my dream? Miss Mozetta huffed. She flung open her parlor door and in stepped Wildcat Willie. His hair was shiny and slick and blacker than black and smelled like shoe polish. How do you do? He said, swatting at a moth that flew out of his pocket. Tap, tap, hello, hello, said the lovely Lightning Lou Lily. Ow, she said, these shoes pinch. Rap, rap, it was Downtown Brown in a cool hat and dark glasses. He bowed to Miss Mozetta. Want to dance? Miss Mozetta's smile lit up the parlor. Did somebody say dance? She turned up the radio, and faster than a rat can scat, up popped the Fat Cat Band, Rudy Toot Toot, and a rebop shabam. Miss Mozetta leaped up to the sound. Lightning Lou Lily kicked off her slippers and stomped. Wildcat Willie World. Hey, cool! Cap and Rudy stood in the doorway, snapping their fingers. Who invited you? Sniffed Lightning Lou. We heard the music, said Cap. Is that you, Miss Lou Lily? Lightning Lou to you, bub, she said. Cap and Rudy stared at their neighbors. You all look different. You little one scoot, said Downtown Brown. Can't you see we're dancing here? But we want to learn that dance you're doing, said Rudy. Learn the jitterbug? Humph, said Lightning Lou. Can you do this? She took a flying leap and hoopla, landed in Wildcat Willie's waiting arms. Said Rudy. Or this? Asked Downtown Brown. He spun himself so fast he disappeared. Wow, Cap said. Show us how, Miss Mozetta, begged Rudy. Pretty please. Miss Mozetta thought it over. Well, they're too young, Wildcat Willie butted in. Too slow, frowned Downtown Brown. Humph, said Lightning Lou, turning up her nose. Cap and Rudy looked glum. So long then, Miss Mozetta, they said. The door slammed behind them. Wildcat Willie turned the radio down, and the band faded away. No one felt like whirling, or stomping, or bebopping, or anything. Something's missing, said Miss Lou Lily. Oh, horse sugar, said Miss Mozetta. Two somethings are missing. She dashed to the window. Yoo-hoo, you two. Come back, pretty please. Do we get the jitterbug? Asked Captain Rudy. Just like me, Miss Mozetta promised. Turn up that radio, Wildcat. Wham! The Fat Cat Band came back blasting. Miss Mozetta's parlor floor stretched out and back and away, shining like a new nickel. Look at that, Cap oohed. The moon sent a stream of pearly white light through the window. Man, Rudy awed. Miss Mozetta tapped out the beat. Okay, young cats, let the beat hit your feet. Then close your eyes and just swing it. Hep, hep. Cap and Rudy closed their eyes. Hep, hep, everyone cried, and the parlor went jitterbug mad. Miss Mozetta was the maddest of all. That night, the blue shoes were full of holes, but Miss Mozetta smiled as she set them under her bed. I believe I'll take a stroll uptown tomorrow, she told the moon with a yawn. I need some new dancing shoes. Miss Mozetta snored all night and dreamed of red shoes, her best color. The end.